Oh my gosh. It's on. Come on. Yes. Yes. That is my first pike. Okay folks, we're gonna do something fun today. I've had that pike, the first pike I've ever caught in my life, in my freezer since February. I'm finally gonna take care of it. And I have an interesting experimental idea. We are going to try to make pike pancakes, Korean style pike pancakes. I'm gonna fillet it today. I'm gonna cook it up tomorrow. So for me, this is gonna be a couple days. I got the new filleting station, so we're gonna show you that. I have another thing I wanna show you that I'm excited about for the summer, but this has potential. I'm following a recipe that is from a book, and you know, we're replacing whatever seafood would normally be used with northern pike. But of course we have to fillet it first. Now I'm gonna link below, I watched what I thought was a really good video about making 5 boneless fillets out of a pike. So this isn't like a how-to. I'll link to that one, but this is just me trying to figure it out on my own. As you know, I'm not very good at filleting fish, but let's get to it. All right, before we start filleting fish, I just wanted to show you what just came in the mail. This is my ikejime kit. If you don't know what ikejime is, I'll put a link down in the description. But basically it is a way to both humanely kill your fish, but also to make sure your meat is like the best possible. That the fish is killed in such a way that they are not stressed, and that stress does not manifest in the different hormones and such that are pumping through the meat. So I'm excited about this. You know what, I'll just open it so we can get a first look. But this is not, this fish is already dead, so this is not going to help us here. But I hope this summer to look into this. So here's the blackout. This is a brain spike, you can imagine. So you know, you gotta find the brain, spike it, boom, brain dead. Now this, they call it the circuit breaker. This is a wire. In my case, I got the 18-inch one. You can get them smaller or bigger. But this wire actually goes up the spinal column from the tail all the way up through it. I think pretty much up to the head. And that will kind of, I don't know, like sever the nerves, kill the nerves, so that, again, these like chemicals or hormones don't get out. You know, it's all very interesting. I wish I could be a little more technical describing it, but you can look this all up. It's the method, from what I understand, is used in, you know, sushi and any, you know, high quality fish. So again, it's a way to humanely kill the fish, but also come back with some better tasting meat. I'm excited about that. But let's get into this guy. So you know what? First we're gonna, because we can, we're gonna rinse them off. A lot of slime and such. This is, again, this has been frozen, deep frozen since February. So we're gonna get some of the slimy stuff off. Never had a pike before. Had a pickerel for the first time. Ate a pickerel for the first time over the winter. Same family, Ezox. I thought the pickerel was delicious, so this guy should probably be the same. Get any extra nasties out of the cavity here. Alright, so let's see if I can get these steps down. Now, the only thing is, I've already gutted this pike, like back when I caught it. So the guy I watched that I'm gonna link here, it had not been gutted yet. So we'll see if that makes any difference. But basically you're gonna cut back from the head, cut down till you hit the spine. Alright, I'm getting some resistance, so I feel like I've hit the spine. Now you're gonna cut across right along the spine. This is gonna be your first boneless fillet. You kind of feel it there as you cut, and you're going to take that right up to this dorsal fin here. So I'm going to cut up now, and boom, this should be our first boneless fillet. Okay, I do feel a few bones there. Well, it's the best we can do. Okay, so now on each side here, there's the Y bone. It's going to come up there and it's gonna come up there. So like in the middle of each side is your Y bone. So we're gonna find the Y bone, feel it right there. You're gonna cut along it. This would definitely work better with a bigger fish, but we don't have a bigger fish. Down. Okay. 2 fillets. Now I can already feel that they aren't as boneless as I was hoping, but I'm still learning, guys, just like we all are. Yeah, I think it would help if this had not been gutted already, because it's just all over the place now. But there's our Y bone. Alright, didn't do as good on that one, that's for damn sure. What are we gonna do here? Alright, well, it's supposed to be 5 pieces. This might turn out to be 6. So we got our 3 fillets now, boneless, well, kind of boneless, but there's 2 more. And the 2 more, you find your anus, which was right here, and you go back maybe an inch from that. So the anus was about there, so let's go to maybe here. By then you're not going to have the Y bones anymore. You got to watch this video of this other guy, he knows what he's doing. Alright, so I mean, hey, it's small, but whatever. So right here, look, I can just skin it right there. The other ones are going to get skinned as well. Alright, well, it's barely a fillet, but whatever. That wasn't an inch, that was way more than an inch. Now we have to remember, we are making pancakes, so these are going to be cut up into small pieces anyway. So boneless, yes, but it doesn't really matter how big or small the pieces are, because they're going to end up being pretty small. Alright, so this is our carcass, but to be honest, there's so much good meat on there that I'm just going to cook it anyway and peel the meat off, and all will be good with the world. But that's not what's going to be used for our pancakes tomorrow. So as far as the pancake meat, I just need to skin it. Getting the meat off the skin is really no big deal. If you just flatten out your filleting knife, it'll come right off. Of course, I'm like obsessed with getting every last morsel, but alright, well, these are definitely boneless. Yeah, it was just a matter of taking that little guy out of the middle. Alright, so here's all of our boneless pieces. I think I did actually a pretty good job of making sure there were no bones in there. So that's a lot of meat. That'll give us a good couple of pancakes. Here's our carcass, which I'm going to cook up right now. Just, you know, put it in the oven or whatever. You probably won't see that part, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of this guy, you know, peeling little pieces off the bone tonight. And then all that's really left is the skin, which I guess if I had scaled it, I might even consider eating the skin, like dehydrating it, but I'll bury it. You know, it's good fertilizer for my garden. Again, I'm gonna save the pancakes for tomorrow, but I'm just gonna wash this all off. It's gonna go in the fridge. I'm gonna eat the carcass, and we'll see you for step 2. Here we go. Okay, who is ready for pike pancakes? Here is my boneless pike. I have modified the recipe a little bit because it calls for a total of 4 ounces of seafood. I think the original is for shrimp and squid, but we have more like half a pound of pike, so I'm going to put a little more of everything in there. But you're going to want flour, eggs, vegetable oil, Recipe calls for scallions, but we're gonna go chives. Those are chives from my yard, by the way. Salt, and we'll need some water at some point. There's also a dipping sauce that I'll show you later, but first we need to combine the flour, egg, salt, and water in a bowl and mix well. So I'm putting a total of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Put a little more in there because, again, I have more fish than necessary. Okay, these are gonna be some oily buggers. Recipe called for 1 large egg, so we're gonna go 2 medium eggs. Teaspoon of salt. Just gonna eyeball it. 3/4 cup of water. So we're gonna say a full cup of water. Got a whisk. All right, next step is to add the scallions and mix well, but like I said, I have some chives from my yard this spring. Ooh, pull a few leaves out of there, haha. But we're gonna chop these up first. All right, big, generous handful of chives. Why not? Mix well. Get it all in there. Okay guys, I already royally screwed up. I wasn't supposed to put the vegetable oil in there. It was supposed to be on the pan. So yeah, I guess I just keep going. Kind of like when things don't go right when you're fishing. I'm just gonna keep going here. So maybe I can hope that the oil in here will help it not stick to the pan. I'll put just a little bit of oil down. The idea is, as the pancake is cooking, we add the pike. So actually I'm going to chop up the pike now. Good sign, I'm not feeling any bones. Alright, so a nice pile of pike to spread into the pancake once it starts cooking. Alright, again, since I already used the vegetable oil, which I was supposed to spread on the pan for each side of the cooking, it's already in the mix, so I'll just put a little bit of olive oil down. Keep things honest, keep it from sticking, hopefully. Like all of my cooking videos, these are not expert culinary things. This is just like, can the big red angler figure it out? So it's going just about as one would expect. All right, say a prayer. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this won't overflow. Now I have deeper pans and I really should have used them. So the big test is, will we be able to put all that pike in here and not overflow it? So they said 5 or 6 minutes for each side. Okay, I mean, it looks interesting so far, but we'll see where it goes from here. Got about 4 more minutes on this side, 3 more minutes, then we will, I don't know, try to flip it, I guess. Hopefully it stays together. Alright, so it smells wonderful. It's almost time to flip it. Now the question is, how the heck am I gonna flip it? Another fine mess I've gotten myself into. Oh, and some of it's sticking to the pan. Well, maybe we could just do it in pieces. Oh, this side really comes undone. This, I'm gonna use 2 spatulas. This half seems like I could flip it all at once. Oh, it's nerve-wracking. Okay, so we're clearly not going to be able to do it as one big piece, but hey, it could still taste great. Now I feel like we want it to have more of a crispy consistency. So I'm gonna leave it on there for a while. Maybe even flip it again. Okay, so it's definitely falling apart. So could have done that better. I think it would have helped to have a deeper pan, maybe less fish, and actually follow all the proportions from the recipe. The original recipe actually called for squid and shrimp. I don't know if that matters. Maybe the pike has too much water content. But by the time everything's done, I feel like the pike will definitely have more of a shrimp or squid consistency because it's overcooked at this point. So right now I'm just hoping to be pleasantly surprised that this is actually tasty, because it, you know, doesn't look like I wanted it to. Okay folks, you know it wasn't perfect. You know we messed up a little, had to adjust the recipe, then I still screwed it up, and it doesn't look the best, but we're still gonna taste it. I still think it could have some good flavor. And so as always, I'm gonna do it first on its own and then with the dipping sauce. The dipping sauce, by the way, I didn't say, it's just equal parts, or it's 2 parts soy sauce to 1 part white vinegar. That's all it is. Let me make sure I get some pike in this first bite. Stuff to weed through here. No chive pun intended. Is it a weed? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, damn it. Damn you. All right, don't put full chives on top because they're gonna get in the way. Pro tip. Here we go. All right. It's actually very palatable. The pike, and maybe this shouldn't be a surprise since we know it's related to pickerel, and when we had pickerel we said it's kind of mild. Also the pike, very mild, but it's got that nice kind of firm protein texture in there. Speaking of texture, the one thing I feel like I would like more next time, and I like overcooked it just to try to get this crust to be a little crispier. And the crust itself is crispy, but the inside is still pretty fluffy. So that would be one thing I'd look into changing the next time. Let me take one more bite without the sauce. Yeah, but I will easily finish this. I mean, it's not going in the garbage. The scallions are actually rather mild. Did you find that too? Like there wasn't, like there is a little oniony kind of flavor from the scallion, or sorry, chives, but not anything too intense. Now, does it taste like a genuine Korean fish pancake? I don't think so, but I don't have too much experience with that either. All right, let's try it with the sauce. The friend who recommended this recipe says you really have to have the sauce. The sauce brings it up to the next level, so let's hope so. I really should not have put these full chives on top. They're getting in the way, like in my mouth. All right, here we go. Yeah, it gives it kind of a tanginess, a tangy twang. Overall, I'd give my attempt at pike pancakes. Let me swallow first. I want to be honest. I'm gonna give it a B-. The pike is fine, relatively mild. The flavor of the whole thing mixed with the pancake, it's good, it's decent, it's palatable. Put this dipping sauce in there, that does kick it up, gives it some tang. I'd say the biggest drawbacks for me is I want to work on the texture of the pancake itself, and that's about it. Maybe we should make some smaller pancakes next time, not as thick. That might help. But hey guys, we gave it a shot, and this is gonna be put to good use, all in my stomach and in my wife's stomach.
I give it a B+.
Ooh, well, thank you. Anyway, hope you like it. Try your own pancake Anyway, hope you like it. If you want to try your own pancake recipe, or maybe I can even leave like the original recipe down in the description. But other than that, guys, it's kind of a busy time of year. That's why I'm cooking and not fishing. But I'll get back out there when I can. Hope you like what you're seeing. Please like, please subscribe. And as always, fish like no one's watching.